you. My name is Askhan from the band called Nine Treasures.
Well, thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure to have you.
Me too.
So, the first question I ask anyone that I interview is, how's everything going so far?
Everything's going really smooth here. Especially we're uh, the new album is under production, so everything's great.
That's awesome. Can you tell us anything about the new album? Or is it still kind of like
Yeah.
under wraps?
Um, the new album is interesting because our last album is almost like 7 years ago. It was in 2017, and it took a little bit longer than usual to bring up a new record because we just want to level up ourselves and make a good sounding and also uh, improve on the songwritings as well. So we ditched so many songs, the garbage song we wrote, and we chose like uh we 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 thrown away like 30 songs, and we just chose like 9 songs from that right now.
Oh, wow. That's a few.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, for everyone who's excited about this, I'm sure a lot of people also have been keeping up with you. You have a worldwide fan base. Is there any
Mhm.
idea of when it will be released or anything else you can tell us? Or is that just kind of a secret for now and people just have to keep their eyes out?
What I can tell you is we just signed with a record company from United States, and it's called Metal Blade. I think everyone metal scenes pretty sure they know about this label, and yeah, we're just really lucky that they found us on TikTok, and we just got uh, contact with them, and they just felt that our music is really suitable for them as well, and as well as their label is suited for us. As well. So yeah, we got a deal and preparing for the new album. Yeah.
Well, that's
And
super exciting.
I think it will be released at the end of this year, but we will be releasing singles. I think it will be happen soon after 8 weeks.
That's awesome. That sounds really cool that everything just kind of fell into place.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you feel that they found you on TikTok?
Yeah, it's really interesting that one Chinese school letting the children to doing the dance on our
Mhm.
music, and that video got some kind of viral thing going on TikTok, and the label guy just saw it.
Yeah, it's blowing up. I think it's a viral video. I think almost everyone has seen it, and that's actually I've seen it too, and I'm like, this band is really, really good. So that's awesome.
Great, great. Yeah, it's really interesting to talk about. The band is nowadays is really hard to push themselves on the internet, but somehow it got uh, people's attention through out from it's really amazing.
Yeah, that's cool. So I've seen a lot of like clips and things from like a Nine Treasure show, and it looks really awesome. It looks like the crowd really gets into it. What is like a typical Nine Treasure show like for those who haven't been to one?
Um, I would say for our own concert, like a headlining tour concert in China, we will basically play like 1.5 hours long, and including many songs we wrote, and Yeah, we just put our efforts in every show, and we don't use backing tracks because we want we want to make sure that everyone in concert listening the real play, like from our flesh body to like mind, flesh body to instruments like woods and strings, and throughout the PA system to express to the audience. And yeah, I think the goal here is just to uh, make the concert as real as possible.
Well, that's awesome. It looks like everyone who goes has a really awesome time. I'm sure that's you burn a lot of calories in a show.
Yeah.
So what's the metal scene like in China?
Metal scene in China is progressed a lot during like recent 15 years. Um,
Mhm.
just like the Chinese economic, it's really highly related to the economic, I guess, because the bands got the money to buy the correct instruments and gear to uh, you know uh, bring to make the sound right at the
Mhm.
beginning, and then that we call it a proper metal sounding concert, right? Because when I was a little bit younger, we don't even have uh, actual guitar amplifier on stage. We just have the software version of the amp, which is sound a little bit plastic sounding. So yeah. So and a lot of young guys are learning instruments here, and the parents are also wanted to bring their children to music school, and you know just this the overall interest in music is really increasing here.
Well, that's awesome. It seems like metal's finally getting the recognition it
Oh
deserves.
yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
So that kind of leads into my next question. How has the band sound changed from when you started to now?
It's all about learning, and well, we were not professional musicians at the beginning. We just finished our college and got a uh, simple easy job in Beijing, and we just started to jamming. And but at that time, we kind of like a new guy, and so we don't have the proper knowledge. We don't have the proper gear, and we don't have actually only thing we have is the passion for music, and yeah, that was pretty that situation is actually is pretty tough to deal with because we don't have so much income, and we put our all of our money into rehearsal studio. We need to rent like 1 or 2 hours a day. That's a little bit sad, but we finally uh overcome those situations. And yeah, the sound wise is just like I said, once you start to learning and learning, and your songwriting skills will get better and better. So yeah, at the beginning the sound was like a little bit amateur. Now it's I would say it's at least hitting the industrial standard, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. So I think a lot of people enjoy it.
Thanks, thanks.
So out of all the albums that you have so far, what is your favorite song?
Yeah, the favorite song would be the Wisdom Eyes, because that song was I wrote it right after I start to practicing the Buddhism. So it's really a like game-changing moment for me. Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's awesome. Buddhism, I've looked into it too, is really a great place to be. It's kind of all about finding your inner self and
Yeah.
really good. So, besides the new album, what else do you see for the band like in the future?
Yeah, we last year we moved to LA for 9 months to write the new songs and record the new songs, and as well as we found our management team there,
Mm.
and and this year we got a record deal, and so everything will be happening really fast from now on, especially once the new music video is released, and we hoping that we can have a worldwide tour next year.
Yeah, that would be awesome to look forward to.
Yeah.
So, actually, according to Metal Blade Records, Nine Treasures is actually the most popular metal band in China on Spotify. How do you feel about that?
Um, here's a lot of great bands and um, mm, a lot of bands that, sharing the stage with us. And actually, it's really hard to say that we're the number one because not a lot of guys putting their music on Spotify, I guess. Mm, because because the language problem, not a lot of bands speaking English and finding the proper way to release their music worldwide. I think that's the issue. Not saying that we're the only one now.
Yeah. Well, that's according to Metal Blade, you guys are the number one, so that's pretty cool.
I think a lot of bands will be follow up pretty soon because once you open the gate, it's never gonna close again.
Yeah, and internet luckily makes it really easy for everyone to share their music around the world, which is fantastic now.
Yes, 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 of course.
So your music blends traditional Mongolian instruments with metal. What inspired you to create a fusion like that?
Um, it's actually I start to listen to the regular metal band in when I was in high school, and then after that I thought, yeah, is there other genres going on? And I just found some bands from Europe that they, just mixing with their traditional instruments with heavy metal music. So yeah, that's inspired me a lot. The bands like Korpiklani from Finland, and as well as some bands from other European countries. Yeah, that was a really uh, you know enlightening moment for me. And then I started get experimenting with that, and uh, meeting some traditional instrument guy on purpose, and you know, and introducing them to go to our rehearsal room and start the rehearsal and just trying to, put something together. And yeah, that's the basic idea.
So how hard was it to find people who played this instrument that I guess wanted to be in a metal band and have like that metal sound?
Yeah, uh, it was a little bit hard to find, but not that hard actually, I would say, because when I was in college and there was a specific school that teaches the traditional music, and then I just met some guys there. Yeah.
Okay, well that's
But
cool.
you're a little bit hard to find uh, a man in between, like playing traditional music and also listening to rock or heavy rock like that. Most of the guys are don't listen to heavy rocks. They just specifically focusing on their folk music and yeah. But you if you pay attention and you will find a guy. Yeah, just like we have right now.
It seems like it was just meant to be. It all fell into place.
Oh yes, yes.
So I know Nine Treasures is worldwide. You have fans all over the world. But how does audience compare to like maybe an audience in like the United States? Like how are your fans different internationally?
I think it's all the same because the music is uh, translating the happy vibes. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's the vibe is exactly the same. Maybe just the musical background is a little bit different, but I think all around the world people enjoy music. It's kind of similar way, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I
Mm,
feel like nowadays people don't really care as long as, the music is good. Like you can always look
mm.
up the translation to a song if you're that interested in knowing what it says, but it's all about how it sounds.
Yeah, yeah. Especially like us, we are a instrument-driven band, so we put a lot of efforts on the instrument as well. So yeah, people might be not knowing the lyrics, but we put a ton of efforts on the instrument so they can enjoy.
Yeah, for sure. So, in one of the interviews I found, you mentioned that you were thinking that, beautiful things can go into metal. Do you think
Mhm.
that you created that?
Yeah, it's at that time I was a little bit younger, and that was the time that I've been trying to search search my religion and find my path, find my inner peace, and finally I got it, and and I writing lyrics on on the Buddhism perspective, and now I can pretty sure that I'm sharing some beautiful informations and beautiful messages. Yeah.
Well, that's great. It's
Yes.
really good to have something nice and metal, like a beautiful meanings.
Mm-hmm. Also, yeah, Buddhism teaching is really great because they just teaching people how to deal with uh, uh, bad mood and bad times. Yeah.
Yeah, bad moods. A lot of people probably need that, including me sometimes.
Yep, yep.
So, do you have a most memorable performance that the band has played, or just for you in general?
I don't have a specific show that really comes in mind. Um, because we're just enjoying every moment on stage and yeah, and if you say maybe the crowd is sometimes bigger and sometimes smaller, but yeah, we the energy we're putting it's all the same.
Well, that's great. So it doesn't matter which show you go to, you get the same show no matter what.
Yeah.
So, what do you hope the fans take away from your music?
What was that again? Sorry.
What do you hope that fans take away from your music?
Take away. What does that mean? That take away like
Um,
got
like,
something.
do you want them to feel like happy? Do you hope like it helps them in some way? Do you just want to give them like a good time?
Yeah, whatever feels great, just try out our music in different environment like party or whatever you felt great about it and just try. Yeah.
So whether you're having a good time, bad time, or just need a good album to listen to, that's Nine Treasures for you.
Yeah. Some people, after the concert, we will have a autograph things, and we will sign on CDs and T-shirts. And some guy will uh, jump on me that and say that your music saved me, and I don't think my music that is that powerful, but maybe some younger generations will really appreciate the energy and taking them through hard times. Yeah, that's really great because I felt that I finally did something great.
Wow, that's like the ultimate compliment.
Oh yeah, yeah. That would be really really helpful for the fans and for me as well. It's also motivating back me for me. Yeah.
When you're writing lyrics and things, do you take that into account? Like this might help someone, or do you just how does the creative process go when you're writing a song?
I always not to put something like teaching someone to do something, or telling somebody to think this way or that way. I don't do that. I just express my own feeling uh in the lyric. I think that will somehow resonance will certain people.
Yeah, I mean, all people are the same sometimes, so it's awesome that, just one song can be that powerful on one person.
Hmm. Maybe my song not work for I'm not going to say work for everybody, but still amount certain amount of people that really appreciate the lyrics and the music. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Thanks for sharing that. So, is it kind of normal for after a show that you guys will go meet your fans and sign things, or is that something that you only do on some shows?
No, no, we set it for every show. Not maybe not for festivals because the festivals are really huge, really hard to organize. And yeah, for our own shows, we definitely do that every time because they just bought the CDs before the shows, and we just thought that it's great to sign on them if they want, and take a picture or something like that. It will give them really great memories. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you like meeting the fans after the show after you just, played your set and everyone's so excited to come and meet you?
Yeah, our manager will do the magic for us. Everyone will line up and
Hmm.
well go on, and then yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Is it usually a really, really long time? To like a
It
long
will be usually like take 1 hour. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. It's good to see bands that still do that because I know some bands they just play and leave. So it's really awesome to see that as big as you guys are, you still want to do that for your fans, which is really awesome.
Our stage guys, the technician guys are also bringing the stage bringing the gears out of the stage, so it will also take time. So during that time we can do that, so not a big deal.
It gives you something to do, right?
Uh-huh, yes.
So is there a song that you have written that has like a special meaning for you?
There's many songs that really meaningful for me because I just like I said, I always expressing my own thoughts and own emotion through the lyrics. And if you say uh, one song, I would say it's Black Heart. Yeah, that song is from our second album, and the song is the meaning. The song is that everybody around me just telling me that you're not gonna able to do this, that, and people always say that to me, especially when I was younger, and At that time, the band was not successful yet, and yeah, that time was pretty harsh for me. But I just thought that no, I'm not gonna stay there, uh, being quiet, and I want to change the situation, and yeah, that song is pretty aggressive, but pretty motivated for me.
Well, I guess they probably don't have much to say now, right?
Probably
Congratulations.
yes.
So I know some of the album was re-recorded from a previous one. What was
Mhm.
I guess the motivation to do that, to
Mhm.
re-record the songs?
Yeah, at the beginning we didn't have the just like I said, I would be we didn't have the proper gear, so um everything was so unprofessional, and um I just wanted to bring the songs that the sound that it should be, and just to put out the new recorded version to just uh you know bring it to the fans that they deserve.
Yeah. Well, it sounds amazing. So I'm glad that they're re-recorded, but even the original stuff sounded really good. So
The old one kind of rough, and yeah, but it's still had the energy and younger voice of me. Yeah, pretty interesting.
yeah, well, I think I like anyone else. I think Nine Treasures is just so unique. Like the vocals is just unique, the instruments, everything together. It's just something that I didn't know that I needed, and now that I have, I can't live without it.
Great, great. Thanks. Glad to know that.
So I have one last question for you here. What message would you like to give to your fans around the world?
Just be happy anytime you can. That's all. That's you know, the human life is pretty tough in my opinion, and it's great to have good times, and you it's really great to extend it as many as you can, as long as you can. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the goal. And yeah, I hope everyone can be happy, and no matter, what situation you're being in. Yeah, that's the message.
Yeah, and for everyone else, just keep up to date so you can get information on the new album release as well.
Yeah, yeah. I hope you have more subscribers, and also please subscribe on our Instagram, and or maybe YouTube channel, and yeah, we will put out more information later on.
Yep, and I'll make sure to link those below for everyone so it's really easy to
Mhm.
find.
Great, great.
Well, again, thank you so much for taking your time for doing this interview. It was a pleasure and an honor for me to be able to interview you. So thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah, yeah. Bye. You too.
Bye.
Bye bye.